Thank you. Yesterday, I wrote a letter to the President of the Senate outlining our concerns about the under-resourcing of the procedural team and drafting office. The people in those teams work hard, we understand that, and always appreciate the work they do like the other crossbenchers. But when they were under-resourced, which they had been, which you promised not to put us in this situation when you took staff off us. Can you imagine? This is how much you give us stuff about people up here and the staff in that drafting office. Can you imagine that the pressure they're under? When was the last time PWSS went down there and checked on them? When have they done their job? Have you had any Comcare claims in for them? Because you haven't, they're coming. Seriously, it is absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. This is not democracy. We can't get our stuff drafted. And you're trying to throw through 20 bills in a fortnight. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? My letter has called on the President to address this resourcing issue as soon as possible. I've written other letters to the President, which haven't been actioned. That's my other problem. She's too scared to make a decision, yet she gets paid twice as much as most of us. The lack of resourcing is an absolute choke on democracy. The legislation that the government is trying to jam through is massive and has serious consequences if it is not correct and is not amended. Getting the help of the drafting office for drafting motion amendments and bills is absolutely essential for all of us to do our jobs properly. It is absolutely essential. In early September, I asked for the drafting office for assistance to draft around 15 amendments to the Veterans Entitlements Treatment and Support Bill. And after a Royal Commission, I think we'd want to get onto this, yeah? Where you're trying to ram that the Harmonisation Act through this Parliament. We can't get things drafted. We can't make changes. More than 2 months on, which should have been easy amendments. 2 months on, and I have 6 amendments, that's all, that I've been able to get done for the bill. That's it. I've got lives at risk. If you didn't hear about that Royal Commission and the people that took their lives and the Kool-Aid these people are drinking over here, and our Veterans Affairs has gone back to doing the same crap, and you won't let me do my amendments because you are stopping this as a government. You are in chaos. You're in absolute chaos. You'll be lucky to get a minority. I never thought I'd say this in the next election, but you are falling apart. And the pressure that you are putting on our staff and their drafting office, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourself. There are more crossbenchers in this Parliament, and the Procedures Office workload has increased accordingly. In 2022-23, the Procedure Office drafted 86 second reading amendments, 1,049 committee of the whole amendments on 334 sheets, compared to the previous year of 63 second reading amendments and 747 committee of the whole amendments on 228 sheets. That's because you can't get your bills right. That's how many amendments we have to do. This is your fault. And this is your fault. This is 36% and a 40% workload increase rate respectively. Last Parliament, the crossbench senators had more resources. But once again, you took them off us and made us a promise that we would have more resources in the library, and more resources in that drafting office. Did you lie to us? Did you lie to us? Well, don't you want to see democracy going in action out there? Because if your bills weren't so bad, then we wouldn't have to be using the drafting office. But right now, their health and well-being, and I notice none of you looking at me, should be a concern for you. Don't you give a stuff about those people down there in their lives? I bet you they're working overtime. When did you go down and ask them how they're going? When are you going to put more resources in there? Quite seriously, if I knew that the crossbench had the spine, I'd be telling them to say, don't vote any more legislation through, because we can't get our job done. But I'm not sure they're all as done as what I am. But quite frankly, that's what we should be doing as a crossbench. You are shameful and the damage that you are doing to that drafting office.